Hey guys, so welcome back. Saturday release for today. Now we have a Fairey Swordfish Mark 1. Fleet Air Arm in 1940. So not World War One, but the box is a bit old on this one. It's a used model also again. I wanted to do something different again. Show you guys a little bit what's out there on the market. Cool thing about these planes is they actually have folding wings still. So in a transport mode you can put them, which is really cool. But with no further ado, let's go into this one. So these older boxes, this one comes with a sleeve. Unfortunately, the sleeve let loose. After a while, the glue just goes off. You also might notice some storage dirt. So how we re-glue this thing because I like the box art on them. So it comes with a separate box, single sticker, nice clean by the way, well preservable. The inlay usually falls out. The glue again, it's old and crusty, but nice and well made. It's not bad or something, especially for the age. Came with a little booklet. The booklet is also right away the collector's card. Fun fact, I think this one we're gonna also show soon. So there were back then a lot more productions, 2,860, this was number 889. Little certificate, I like the details. These things were in all these packages back in the day. You could collect the points and then do certain things with it. Not bad. As you can see, 2008, so this is already 17 years ago. So not much use for that anymore. So as for packaging, plastic, heated. Everything is nicely separated. Keep in mind this is a used plane, so this one will be a little bit dusty. It was in a very cool collection of a older gentleman. Unfortunately, this person passed away and the collection got sold off. I was one of the lucky ones that could buy a piece of this awesome collection. And this gentleman had an excellent taste for planes, at least in my opinion. He really loved a lot of cool English planes, and this is one for sure of them. So really cool details by the way on these planes. Little pilots, little action, the nice little fish lines between the wings. Let's see if we can grab her out gently. She has been in the box for some time, I think 2 years now. So a nice locket for the torpedoes and so on, even little catch hook for on a aircraft carrier deck. Let's get the torpedo. There's not many parts luckily on these, so we'll also get the stand right away because this one will be on a stand. Let's put this away. So for the planes, what I mainly like about these, and this is one of the reasons why I collect these types, you can actually fold the wings in. So there's a little pack. You can actually pop these wings out quite easily, so they're poppable. This part is glued by the way. And you can put it in a little, how would I say, transport mode, or when it's on the aircraft carrier deck. These are those little details that I really enjoy from collecting. This one will maybe be in this position, I'm not sure yet. I have another one for the video for tomorrow. But yeah, I will first give it some TLC, some dusting, because that's really needed, because it's been sitting for ages. Which is fine, like collectors, everyone has the pick. Some of them just want to enjoy them, some of them like to put them really in a display. So that torpedo, really cool that they made the little brass details on the prop. Well mounted, by the way. Propeller is movable, wheels are movable. When you want to fold the wings back out, just gently give them a push out with 2 fingers on it. Click. And the other side, the same story, click. Now it actually can be on a stand. Stands, plastic. I hope it's the right stand, by the way, because I can imagine packing a big collection. Torpedo doesn't fit, unfortunately, in flight mode. I remember that from my other plane also. Maybe it will fit once I put it under there, we'll see. I think it will fit, yeah, just barely fits, but good enough for me. So let's go for a little close-up. All right, it's a little bit of a close-up on this little bad boy. So the prop, especially the engine, it's quite well detailed. And even the little studs for the rockers and so on, the cylinders, you can see them. It's still a bit dusty. I gave it some TLC now. I put a little dust rag over it. It helped a lot. But also here you can see a plane that's like more than 17 years old, because the 2008 tag was when the competition would end with the tags. So let's just assume that this thing is 20 years old, between 18 and 20. It still looks really good for its age. Even the fish lines are still intact. Of course, this also all depends on what type of collector are we dealing with. This person actually was somebody that took care and looked after his models. He just put them on display and that's it. But there are so many differences. Actually, what's fun is the gunner. You can put the gun in a down position, so that's really cool. Not sure how that works, but it has the option to do so. That's really cool detail. But also the little pilots, if you look at that, and the little stick and everything. Really cool for the time in Diecast world. A little bit that I still understand. But that in general, a very cool little model. For sure something you would want to put in your aviation collection if you like differences. I also have the float plane, I'll put it next to it, so show you guys. So when I thought like, hey, let's also show you guys a different version. So this is the one with the floaters under it. Same style, but no torpedo, just a reconnaissance type. But also, it's really cool to see. Main difference is a little bit in the noses and so on, but the same coolies, but then at least you have the floater system on it. So that's something different. So that was a short review of the Corgi Swordfish. Yeah, if you really want something, let me see if I have it in an image, something different in your collection, for sure would go with this. It's a nice piece of aviation history. So yeah, highly recommend it also to collect something unique and something different. You can stick to your theme, of course, but if you like to collect various of things and also read about them, these things have some quite cool war stories, so for sure worth, especially in the day and age where these type of planes were a bit extinct in my eyes, and you would have more aluminum and turboprops. Then these planes are quite cool to see. So I hope you guys like this. Feel free to like, share, subscribe and all that. And reply if you want to see something different again. And let me know. And have a great rest of your day. Thanks, guys.